your sense of today's racing?
I think it's been brilliant to see some really dominant performances, but also some close racing. And, you know, that men's VL2 was a real highlight for me, I think, of just how tight that racing was. But also a real pleasure to see both the C1 men and women 500s being won in such a fashion. So that was a real highlight.
Such style of word. Well, thank you for joining us. Hope that you will do it again and enjoy your trip back to the UK, and all the best for the next block of training and the preparation, of course, for the next World Cup, which is in Canada in just under a month's time.
That's right. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, well, we will cast our eyes back to the 500-metre start for the men's K2. Should be a really exciting race, this one. European champions are the Germans. Don't put it past them to be European champions again. They were involved in a cracking K4 race yesterday, the Germans. Very, very close. Shared the silver medal with the Spanish, just behind the Hungarians. And Schopf and Lemke were very much involved. So, Serbia in lane 1, Zarko Jakovlec and Marko Dragosevic. Then we've got Oleg Kukarik and Alexander Hartsiv from Ukraine in 2. Kuruc and Fodor in lane 3 for Hungary. And then we've got Joao Ribeira and Macias Batista. Macias Batista, just less than an hour ago, winning the medal in the men's K1 200 meters, of course. Samuel Balaz and Adam Botek from Slovakia go in lane 5. Jakob Schopf and Max Lemke from Germany. There they are. Incredible. Olympic champions in this race. European champions. And bronze medalists from the World Championships, the Germans. Jakub Spichar and Daniel Havel, very experienced Czech crew in lane 7. And another experienced crew here, Bram Sikens and Artur Peters, 8th in the European Championships last year, the Belgians in lane 8. And Simon Hein and Morten Gravesen from Denmark go in lane 9. Denmark, of course, found a real star in Frederica Mürker, who's done so well. She was K1 200-meter champion here yesterday. Denmark will be desperate to get back on the podium in this race, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be very, very close. Schopf and Lemke involved in that race yesterday in K4 that was so close. And this is a really exciting prospect. Final, the K2 men's 500 meters here at the European Championships, with Portuguese interest and very genuine potential to win a medal here. But going out like an absolute rocket, you can see Kuruc and Fodor, no surprise there from the Hungarians. Hungary have found a K4 and a K2 that have world-beating potential. And at the moment, it is the Hungarians in lane 3 that are very much leading the way in this 500-meter race. What's good for the Portuguese alongside them is that they're in the lane next to them in the white boat, and they can track them all the way. Then right in the middle of your picture there, the German livery, the pink boat with the German flag on the bow, beginning to smoothly move through. A little bit like Joseph Dostal. Perfect timing and perfect rhythm there and harmony between these two. Looking really, really good. Are the Olympic champions? So many Olympic medals across K4 and K2. I doubt they're going to let this one go from here now. We've less than 200 meters to go, about 150 meters before the end of this. It'll be over in a flash, but the Germans beginning to lead the way by a good, comfortable margin here in K2 500-meter racing. Often one of the most competitive races we see in a major event. But the Germans have dominated the second half of this race, and they look supreme now as they approach the finish line. The final few strokes for Germany. They will be the European champions ahead of a late charging Hungary who got away so well. And then it's a scrap for the bronze medal. Maybe the Czechs just picking that up. Whew, what a race that was. We expected a lot from it, and it duly delivered. Max Lemke, the quiet man in the back of that German boat, just shows his fist. That's what it means to him. Hungarians got away really, really well, and actually all credit to them, held on to take a medal. It looked like Jakub Spisar, Daniel Havel, the experienced Czechs, will go through to take the bronze. I'm delighted to say alongside we've got Debs Kerr, fresh from her 4th place in the women's K1 500 metres, is going to join me for the next 15-20 minutes or so of racing. What do you make of that one, Debs?
That was super exciting. I mean, the Germans just, you know, really hold their nerve throughout that race. They know what they can do in the last 250, and it's up to everyone else to see how much they can keep up with them. Gutted for the Portuguese. That looked like a 4th place finish for them despite a really strong first half of the race, and then really impressive from the Czechs, and honourable mentions to those Belgians as well. They've just been quietly working in the B finals and now into the A finals and creeping up closer and closer to the medals.
Yeah, really interesting one. Same, you could perhaps say for the same for the Belgian women as well. Very, very smooth paddlers, very experienced, know how to pace a race, and they're there or thereabouts, and very, very consistent. Well, being consistent at the top, that's hard, isn't it? And Germany, yeah, maybe half a boat length on the Hungarians there. An impressive lead from them. Take a quick look round. Portuguese will be disappointed, as you say. They were disappointed in the K4, weren't they? Because they just missed out of the medals there. Macias Batista did win a medal in the K1 200 metres actually this morning. So he has got a medal, but a little bit disappointed to miss out that time round. What is it, do you think, about these two Germans that mean they can just keep churning out the medals?
I think they have confidence from race to race, and I also think they don't kind of rest on their laurels. They're not complacent at all. You know, you kind of watch their prep. We're quite lucky lucky or unlucky, depending on what you think, in the hangars where we prepare for our races here in Portugal.
Ruch and Fodor from Hungary, who take the silver, and Spisar and Havel get ahead of Portugal to take